Good evening from InvestSharp.com. It is Sunday, August 29th, and this is Randy Smotone with your weekly watch list. So I split it up this week just to bullish and also some triangles. We'll start off with the bullish ones, the Air Methods. Had a nice run here. It may need to rest, possible dip buy here. It is at a resistance level up around 37, but it has been looking pretty good. BVN, nice breakout here. Actually out of this triangle. I guess I should have put it in the triangle ones, but nice breakout, good volume. Keep your eye on this one. Another one we've looked at before, Radware, still looks good. Like this ascending triangle, and a nice breakout here. Still looking really good. CRR, breakout Friday. There's a lot of big breakouts Friday that were huge moves up with volume. So CRR Carbo Ceramics looks good above the 30 now, and one to keep your eye on. Whoops. FMC, another one that has broken out above the downtrend line. Actually didn't have that great of volume though, so kind of keep your eye on this one and see where it goes from here. But the volume was not as impressive on that one. CBD, nice breakout. Another one that did not have a Brazil company. Didn't have a lot of volume behind it though, but it had a huge move up higher. Rackspace, one of these big breakouts, one of these 8% moves. It does have overhead resistance around the 21, but it's been looking really good, really strong. SLV, a lot of the silvers started breaking out towards the end of last week. So of course SLV looks good. Another miner, CDE, is at resistance here, but it's been real strong. It's had good volume, so want to keep your eye on that one as well. SLW, Silver Wheaton, breaking out and with lots of volume. It's looking really good. Hecla Mining, another one that was breaking out. It was in an ascending triangle. Huge breakout Friday. Another one that moved like 7% in one day, which is not unusual for these commodity stocks to have a huge move all at one time, all in one day. SSRI, another silver that still looks fine, still looks good. PAAS, Pan American Silver, looks like it has a little inverted head and shoulders bottom here. Didn't have that great of a move Friday, which was kind of interesting, but it looks fine. It's holding up fine, but didn't have much move Friday. Maybe it's just resting. CMG still in place, still looks good up here. It has overhead resistance, so watch for breakout. Acme Packet looking good. Small little triangle pattern. GIS breaking out with again, another one that didn't have great volume but had a nice breakout over the previous highs. Still looks good. CSTR, been watching this one. I don't know if it's going to break down or break out. It's making these higher lows and higher highs, but it hadn't had any great volume on the buy side. So watch for a possible breakdown on this one actually. But it's been making higher highs and higher lows, so I put it in the bullish camp, but not looking that great actually as far as volume goes. Citrix Systems, it's resting here, but watch it for the next move higher. Gold stock, Gold Corp up against a downtrending line, so watch possible dip buy here if anything, unless it breaks out above here, but probably be a safer bet to dip buy. AUI, Yamana Gold, still holding up fine, still has this base it built, still holding up pretty decent above the base. CTSH could be a descending triangle, so but it is above the 30. It obviously had this little hammer here on Friday, so watch for a breakout or a possible breakdown on that one. All depends on the market this week. We have a lot of economic data out this week as well. Alchemy still looks good. WCRX still holding really well so far, using that 28 as support. Cypress Semi had a huge move up 6%, breaking out of a falling wedge Friday with some great volume. So another one you might want to watch to see if it is put in a if it's bottom down here. FFIV still looks fine. Baidu still looking good as long as it can hold around that support area. Another miner. AZK still looks fine, still holding up well. Whoops. GLD, we've been watching this one. It still looks fine. EGO looks really good. Nice breakout. Should have support around that 1850 or so area. Priceline, another one that's holding up well. Mercado Libre, as long as it holds this uptrend line, it looks good. Ags, AGU still looking good. CF still looks good. CAGC still looks good. The Andersons, this thing's been really kind of wild. I mean, it's had some selling and it's been a while, not really moving a lot, but still holding up fine. Deere, I'd probably wait. If it can break out above the 30-day moving average and above that trend line, I think it should be good to go higher if it can do that. The Cyrus, kind of iffy here. See what it does. You know, it broke down here. It could possibly even be a bearish play if it can't get back above the you know, it's got some moving averages here above it. But before it had been good. Cliffs could be in a rising wedge, so keep your eye on that, but it should be a pretty low risk entry down in here, especially if you can get it maybe a little lower on a maybe early morning pullback or something. Let's see, McDonald's still holding up well. A lot of these we've been watching, there's most of the same players holding up well. Home Inn still looks fine. Greenhill is holding up really well, still looks good. NetEase still looks good. Maiden Farm Brands still looks good as long as it holds up trend line. Heinz still looks good. Whoops. Value Click. I think this is interesting. Looks like it might be trying to break out of this downtrending channel. So I would probably wait till it takes out this previous high of $11.51, a little bit over that, but kind of interesting looking chart. INT needs to take out this $27 previous high. It had this big move here on earnings with volume, so if it can take that out, you could probably shoot back for 29 again as a target. RFMD still holding up really well. Now for the triangles. Actually, we already looked at this one. Acme Packet was in my, I guess I wrote it down twice. Children's Place has a little triangle working here, hasn't broken out. Of course, triangles, I mean, can be neutral. They can break down or break out, so watch this. But it looks like it's had some really good volume there on earnings. Probably will break out, depending on the strength of the market, possibly. NetApp already broke out of its triangle with the volume to support it. Looks good. Riverbed, another one of these that moved over 8% on Friday. Huge move higher. You know, I mean, there might be some short covering here to push it higher or possible dip by here. Lots of volume behind it. Skyworks Solutions, same thing. Huge move up over 6% out of this triangle with the volume to support it. Another one I like, this Adtran or whatever it is. I don't even know what it does. I don't really care as long as the chart looks good. Has volume and broke out of this triangle. Looks good. Another one had a pretty good move on Friday. Trina Solar had a real high volume on earnings, beat earnings. I like this pattern here, and looks like it wants to move higher over some time, and it looks like a interesting play. OVTI. Volume coming in on earnings, so watched it. Looks like a descending triangle, but if it can break out above this high on Friday of about 23.65 or so, break out over this downtrend line, you could make a go of that one. BGG, Briggs & Stratton. Looks like this could be, it looks like it could have a head and shoulders top here, but the volume's coming back in. I think it might have bottomed here, so it's one to watch for possible move higher. CNQR, Concord Technologies, volume coming in, breaking out on Friday out of this triangle, looks good. And Darden Restaurants, breaking out of its triangle on Friday. Volume was okay. I'd like to have seen her a little higher than that, but I mean, it looks all right. Be sure to watch the overhead resistance on. No, it doesn't have any moving average above it, so that one's clear, but some of these will have, especially the ones that are coming off the bottom down here. All right, so here is the list that I just went over. Sorry it was so late. I may have to start. I was gone for part of the day, and when I do that, and I was helping a friend take care of a rental property, and of course, he assured me we wouldn't get back late, and we did get back late, of course. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow, and if I see some more setups, I'll post them to like Twitter or something, and of course on the main blog of the website. All right, thanks for watching.